Hi everybody, it's Farmer John, and it's time to just think about it. Well, today I went out and harvested some green beans, and I'm going to make my first attempt at canning them. I have several different kinds. I have the fat, this is a Kentucky bluegrass, I think it's called. Then I have another kind. I'll have to go look and see what it is, but it's a flat bean. And Kim and I like that a little bit better. So I'm actually going to separate them when I cut them. And basically just cut the tips off, cut them in half, get them like this, put them in the strainer, rinse them off. And then, of course, we have jars, shove them in the jars. Now I'm going to attempt to do this with a water bath instead of a pressure cooker. From what I understand, my expert canner, my sister Janice, says I have to use a pressure cooker. But I went on YouTube, and YouTube said that I could water bath them, but it's 2 hours. So I've switched over to using this turkey fryer as my water bath canning system because it messed up my microwave and I blew up my microwave, which is sitting right over there dead. I've had to install a new one. And once we get the jars full, I'll show you the process. See you then. Okay, now that I'm a professional YouTuber, of course, I've got me a stand to give you an idea of. See, the one thing I don't like about these Kentuckys is they have a string. Not big on the string, but the flat ones I don't think have one. I know I'm supposed to snap these, would be the true homesteading process. But, you know, not all farmers do everything the same. So, let me go ahead and get these all chopped up for you. And we'll get them into jars. See you in a bit. Okay everybody, I've got the green beans cut up. I thought I would give you guys some information about what I kind of have figured out. So these really big long ones are overripe. And that you can see that they just open up and the seeds are just huge. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to dry them out and try to use them for next year and plant these next year. This is, I did leave a bunch of these on the plants because they are so overripe that they're ready to go to seed. And I'm pretty excited about the fact that I'll be able to use these seeds. Now you can tell the difference in these two seeds. One is huge and one's smaller. This one's the flat and this one here is the Kentucky. So anyway, that's what I have deduced that's going on. So don't let you get your beans this big, because if they do, they're overripe. So basically all you do is get this top, put beans into the jars until they get to the top. Buckeye might eat that one. And that's about it. You put a teaspoon of salt candy salt is what I'm using. And a half a teaspoon of vinegar. And that's it. You then fill that up with hot water, put the lid on, and then put the cap on, and they're ready. I'm putting hot water, boiling hot water into these. And then once I'm done doing all that, we'll put them in the water bath and let them sit for 2 hours. Let me go ahead and get started. Okay, well, I've got all the green beans into the jars. Now, I'm going to ladle hot water into the jars to right up to the first line of the top. Ooh, it's hot. I'm learning to not overfill this stuff because you don't need to. Ah, damn, that was hot. Glad Kim's not home, so she doesn't get to see me spill stuff all over. I can have it cleaned up before she gets home. She's at a golf tournament this week. I tend to do this when she's at this particular golf tournament because that way she doesn't have to go through the mess. It's only water, but you know, she doesn't like to see the mess. It's almost done. Okay, then what you do is you stick this something along the sides to make sure you get all the water out or all the air bubbles out, and then you can actually see where you're at with the water. This is a step I didn't do very well at the pickles because they were so packed in there. I couldn't get this thing. So I'm just learning to pack things a little less full so that I can then fill them up again, make sure they're all full. This one needs a little. Okay. Now, paper towel. Make sure you wipe the lids. Make sure there's nothing on top of them. And just put them on. I of course cleaned and sterilized these in the hot water. And then just finger tight. Try not to over tighten them, which is what I did, I think, on some of them. Woo! Those are hot. Some hot water. And they're ready to go into the water bath. Okay, it's time to drop them in the water bath. Make sure you have some kind of a tray underneath them and that the water covers the top of the lid. I'll show you a little bit better. And so that needs to boil for about 2 hours. I'm going to put the lid on it once I get the water back to a good boil. And we'll see you in 2 hours. Okay, everybody. Well, it's been 2 hours and it's time. Whew, that was hot. It's time to take the jars out. So let's see if any of them are broken. That one looks good.
Who you talk to?
I'm live on YouTube right now, Kim.
Oh.
So let me grab these real quick. Looks like they're not full, but they look pretty good. Lots of the water was out. Okay. Well, that's it. Again, I'd love you to subscribe and like the video and comment. But those are my green beans. We're going to let them cool, and I'm getting set up to do tomatoes next. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.